We're going to protect Christianity, and I can say that. I don't have to be politically correct, or we're going to protect it.
I do, beloved of God, it's another beautiful week that God has blessed us with. I thank you for making time with me this week. I thank you for always being here, supporting the channel. I say, may God richly bless you. We thank God for our lives. We thank Him for His mercies, His grace that He has made to abound for us. This week we are treating a new topic, but before we go into it, let's enjoy this message from Billy Graham, and then we will come back and look at today's issue.
Jesus said, no man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God in materialism. You cannot serve God in yourself. You have to put Christ first. You have to make a choice. And you stand tonight at the crossroads. Here's the broad road, there's the narrow road. And when you receive Christ, you go against the tide of the broad road. That's the reason it's not easy to be a Christian. It's not easy to really follow Christ. I'm not going to kid you young people and tell you it's easy. It's not. It's hard. If you want to be an all-out Christian, if you want to serve Christ with all your heart and be everything Christ wants you to be, it is not easy. It's tough. But if you want a challenge that'll pay off 1,000,000 times in this life and the life to come, then give your life totally to Christ.
Okay, so this week we are looking at an issue that took place or happened in the United States of America. A man that was kicked out from the Mall of America over his Jesus Saves t-shirt. This man was wearing a t-shirt with the inscription Jesus Saves, and he entered the mall, and the security of the mall said, no, you are not allowed here. This your t-shirt and what is written in the t-shirt is offensive, and people are complaining about it. So let's go and get the video of what transpired between this man and the security people at the mall, and then we'll come back and delve into it.
If you want to shop here, you need to take that shirt off. What is wrong with what is the problem with my t-shirt? What is wrong with my t-shirt? What's wrong with my t-shirt? Again, sir, it is religious soliciting. There is no soliciting allowed on law property, which is private property. Okay? So again, we've had yes, no talks. Exactly. What is wrong with it off the shop, man? That's all we want. No, I'm serious. I know the Constitution. But you were last time I was here, they told me to leave for 24 hours. I did. Yes. That day I was preaching. Yeah, I was preaching the gospel that day. Yeah. You're still soliciting. No, and again, I'm walking. Yes, you're walking wearing that shirt in the form of soliciting, and we've had guests come up saying that they've been offended by your shirt. Who'll say that? We've had guests come up and say you've been offended. So, like this gentleman just said too, take the shirt off and you can go shopping. That's simple. Sir, thinking. I will be forced to thinking. Clear. And I don't want to do that.
Okay, so we've watched the video, and I guess as a Christian watching me, you are so angry, you are so surprised, you are shocked by the fact that people still don't like Jesus. But I mean, this is normal, and I would like us to calm down, take our time, and then look a little deeper into the issue so we see what this whole thing is about. Now, this young man wears a t-shirt, and then he enters the Mall of America. Whether to shop or to evangelize, nobody really knows. But his t-shirt, in itself is, it's already, evangelizing, soliciting, the attention of people on Jesus. Now, this is the issue. This man has been there before, but his first time at the mall, he was verbally preaching and evangelizing to people. They stopped him. They asked him to walk out, and they drove him out eventually. Now he comes back another day. This time he decides not to speak, but to wear a t-shirt that would speak for him, that Jesus saves and that you need Jesus in your life. Now, people saw the t-shirt and reported to the security at the mall that this man is soliciting by way of what he is wearing and what is, written in what he is wearing. So the security people approach this man and then they tell him that what you are wearing is not allowed here. Now, first thing as a Christian that will come to your mind is these people are antichrist. These people hate Jesus. These people are trying to sabotage and gag against Christianity. But I want to take us to a different drift altogether. When I came across this news and then I went to check on YouTube, I saw people had reacted to it. I said, no, let me go on, on this website, on the website of this mall, this company, this enterprise, and then let me see if they have any such rules against, what to wear or what to project when you come to the mall, or even how to behave. So I went to the mall's website, and this is what I found. It says conduct that is disorderly, disruptive, or which interferes with or endangers business or guests is prohibited. Such conduct may include, but is not limited to: 1. Running, loud offensive language, spitting, throwing objects, fighting, obscene gestures, gang signs, skateboarding, or bicycling. 2. Intimidating behavior by groups or individuals. 3. Loitering, engaging in soliciting, blocking storefront, hallways, skyways, fire exits, or escalators, or walking in groups in such a way as to inconvenience others. Picketing, demonstrating, soliciting, protesting, or petitioning. Distributing handbills requires the prior written consent of Mall of America management. Now let's go to attire, what you can wear to the mall. It says clothing and attire, or clothing or attire. It says appropriate attire, including shirt and shoes, must be worn. Inappropriate attire may include, but not limited to: 1. Apparel that has obscene language, obscene gestures, or racial, religious, ethnic slurs that are likely to create disturbance. Clothing that deliberately obscures the face, such as hooded tops or mask, bulletproof vest, or simulated bulletproof vest. Now, this more, like you heard in the video, the security man saying this is a private business. This is a private, institution. This is somebody's private business. And the person has come out with rules and regulations that within my space at this mall, which belongs to me, you don't do religious soliciting in any form, whether you are soliciting by way of showing something in your attire, whether you are doing it verbally or physically. I don't want to allow this in my space. Now, you cannot say because I am a Christian I have a right to do that. You don't have a right to do that. Yes, we are all Christians, but I say this to our shame again, that as Christians, with all the money we have made and we are making, what had stopped us, or what stops us from also saying, okay, we are also now going to build a bigger mall than this, and we are going to name this mall the Mall of Jesus, or Jesus is King Mall, or Jesus Saves Mall. And that we will also have the authority to also give rules as to what we want to see or we want to have done within the space of our mall. We have left the private people to do these things, and only God knows where they belong, what their perspectives of life is, how they view life, their position on even religion or on Jesus. If this person is a satanic person and he builds this mall and he says, I don't want to see anything Jesus in my mall, why do you fight back? You cannot fight back. You cannot. We cannot fight back. We have options, we have alternatives, we have what to also do to make our Jesus thrive if this is what we want. We cannot push and force our way into people's lives and into people's spaces, we have the option. And the option is that the Christian community should also now begin to build schools, build hospitals, build malls, build stuff. And then we can decide to paint the whole place Jesus. We can decide to paint the whole place with scriptural verses. We can decide to project Jesus as much as we want. We can name the shops: Jesus Shop 1, Jesus Shop 2, Jesus Shop 1000. Nobody can stop us. But so long as this thing belongs to a private business person, he has the right to determine that we should not bring Jesus there, and we cannot do anything. The church has a lot of money sitting somewhere. We don't even know what they are doing with the money. These are some of the things Jesus spoke about, and we have to understand that Jesus spoke about these things. Why do you think Jesus said that we should use our unrighteous mammon, our unrighteous wealth, to make friends for ourselves? What did he mean by that? What did Jesus mean by this scripture? What Jesus was actually saying is that the money we make here, we make in this world, we should use it for things that will convenience us, because times are going to come when the system will not be too convenient for us. The system will not make itself convenient for us. So when he blesses us with money, we should use the money to convenience ourselves. So if the Christian community had a mall that big, that wide as this American mall or Mall of America, and this man is rejected or thrown out of that place, he comes to the Christian mall, and there he has space to scream Jesus, preach Jesus, evangelize Jesus, and solicit for Jesus. I'm saying that the church must begin to take charge of its own convenience, because the world is not ready now to make things easy for us. Why do you think Jesus again said that they that do not have, they don't have a sword, they should sell their clothes and get a sword? He asked the disciples, when I sent you out, did you guys need anything? Did you guys lack anything? They said no. Then he said, now you need to pick your wallet. Now you need to pick money. Now you need to work. This time I was with you. Last time I was with you. This time I'm not going to be with you. You need to get stuff for yourself. The world is going to come hard at you. This is a lesson to the Christian community. And this is just the beginning. If we don't take charge of our space, if we don't take charge of ourselves, and we think that the world is going to lower things for us, the world is going to make things convenient for us, we are only deceiving ourselves. We need now to begin to build things for ourselves. Imagine if they say that today there's a big hospital that is it's a private hospital, and that is where you can only get or that is the only place you can get a certain type of surgery or treatment. And the owners of the hospital say, if you come there and you are a Christian, we are not going to take care of you. What are you going to do? You cannot, because that is a private hospital. We have to begin to take things serious. And so for me, what has happened to this man is unfortunate, but we should not think that we are entitled. We are not entitled. We have options. If the world is not ready to accept us in certain spaces, let's create our own convenient spaces. And our Lord and Master Jesus Christ has made this possible for us by blessing us with a lot of intellect, a lot of skill, a lot of money. If only we are going to use it well, we will not be in such embarrassing situations. May God bless us, and I thank you for watching me. I want us to take this thing to mind and pray to God that God show us the way. I pray that God should bless me with more money, more skill, more capacity, more capabilities, so we can solve some of these problems that the Christian community is facing, and we are going to even face more. Make this also your prayer. Say, God, put me in a position where I can make the Christian community convenient when it comes to soliciting for you, to the glory of your name and for the benefit of the souls of men. I thank you for staying with me today. God bless you, and I love you. I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.